Alrighty, hello everybody. Welcome back to more Final Fantasy XIV. Going to go ahead and just jump into the game. Once we get through the queue at least. I hope everybody's having a good Wednesday. Or later if you're watching this on YouTube. Or just as a VOD, because I guess you could watch it here on Twitch. But yeah, I hope you're having a good day. Hope it's going well. I'm having a good day. Today is the second to last day of work this week. We only work, summer school only runs Monday through Thursdays. So it's kind of nice. Don't have to do summer school all 5 days. I wish Harlem would go to, or I wish my district would go to a 4-day-a-week school schedule. I know they won't, but it'd be nice if they did. And I was thinking about it because it's like, it'd be pretty easy for them. The best thing that they could do is they could switch to a year-round schedule, but then do 4 days a week. So we only go Monday through Thursday, but then the kids go all year with, like obviously you'd have a winter break and you'd have a spring break and you'd have a summer break. But instead of it being a month and a half, it'd be weeks or whatever. All right, so we've got to go speak with Drillmont, who is up there. I got rid of most of the crap that pops up on the screen as soon as you log in, but then this achievement thing popped up, and now I don't know how to get rid of that. Like, why do they feel the need to have so much crap pop up on your screen? Log in. Very annoying. Alright, we owe you all a great debt of gratitude. Had it not been for you, the heretic masquerading as Inquisitor Guillemine would still be among us, free to prey upon the innocent. I see now that I was a fool to dismiss your claims out of hand. But you must understand, it seemed too much hope that the Scions of the Seventh Dawn still lived, to say nothing of Master Garland. Never have I been happier to be proven wrong. Well, it is gratifying to know that someone has derived a measure of enjoyment from your error. Now, if you have no further objections, we would appreciate it if you would permit us to enter the Stone Vigil and retrieve our airship. Yes, of course, it's the least I can do, given all that you have done for us. But entering the outpost is the least of your concerns, I fear. You speak of the Dravians that now hold the ruin. That hair. In part, yes, I should explain. Shortly after you first arrived, I had my men scour the old records. They confirmed that an abandoned airship had been seized by the soldiers garrisoned at the Stone Vigil in the days following the calamity. As far as we have been able to ascertain, it was still in their custody when the outpost was overrun by the dragons. Whether it was damaged or destroyed during the battle, I cannot say, nor can I give you any assurances that it has not been removed in the intervening years. For far too long, the ruin has served as a Dravian foothold in Korthus, from which they have struck out at us with depressing regularity. Though we have pushed them back behind the walls, we have as yet been unable to drive them out, and I cannot say when the situation will change. Or how it will change. Forgive me, Lord Drillmont, but there is no guarantee that you will prevail. In any event, we have not the time to wait. We will secure our property without Ishgardian aid. See, well, that may be for the best. I will inform Sir Nathaniel of your impending visit. May Halon guide you. I feel like attacking it with help would be a lot better than attacking it without help. Oh, it's directly below the other staircase. Doesn't that seem like it would be much more sensible to me? Or to you? Because it does to me. Okay, this might be what opens. Which would actually make sense, because the airship is kind of a major thing, right? We need that, and it would make sense to put it as the as the objective of a dungeon, rather than just something you just find out in the world somewhere. Keep running. Lord Drillmount has apprised me of the situation. You may enter the vigil whenever you wish. Yep. Dungeon. Well, that works. Let's do this. Players. Vigil. Join. Commence. Again, I love doing dungeons as a healer. Just gotta wait for DPS to hit the button. Always gotta wait for DPS, because a lot of times they forget, or they having also played DPS in MMOs, you will queue for a dungeon and then you'll get involved doing something, or sometimes even walk away from the computer because it takes so long to proc, that when it finally does come up, yeah, this happens. Eventually he'll get kicked and then we'll end up back in the queue, or he'll notice that the thing is there and hit the button. Yeah. Got dropped back in. See, the tank hits it right away, because the tank's probably doing the same thing I am. Alright. Off we go. It ever loads. There we go. Oh, there's stuff floating in the air. Oh, I think it's supposed to be held up by chains. It just... chain didn't render. Mama Milkers. Alright. At least I actually have all of my... Yeah, I have everything, so I can regen on you. I got level synced to 43. Yeah. Oh, that was just a trap. Okay. You're everybody. Yeah, I do have my pull spell now too, which that I will be using. Yet. I'll probably end up using it later on. I imagine it can be very useful. But this early on, I don't really think it's necessary. Hopefully. If I see a player that's doing something dumb, like standing in fire or acid or something. But, all right. I haven't really had much of an issue with it so far. Fights like this, it's pretty much all I can do to keep the tank's health up. rely on the other two to actually do damage. Now we'll do 3. Everybody. Is a lot better than Medica. Like, Medica's not a bad spell. Ooh. The Barbican. Whatever he did didn't actually hurt me. Guessing that was a more localized attack. Just had a big splash. Huh. What that is? Oh, I suppose it could be an attack that is getting interrupted. Hey, Twinkle Toes leveled up. I'm gonna, because that's actually an upgrade for me. I think they'll care. The names that players come up with for their characters. Sometimes it's rather amazing. Again. A class that is really, really focused on healing. Kind of reminds me of playing my Oracle actually in Pathfinder, my Friday night Oracle character. My Friday night Pathfinder character is an Oracle, and if for that in that character in that campaign, if people around me are taking damage, I just heal. That is just what I do. And they just don't take damage. If there's not people taking damage, there's not really a whole lot that I can do, though. Which is kind of similar to what happens here. Because it's like, imagine like you only have stone. Like that is your only spell. But you only have the base version of it. And it doesn't scale up with your stats. It's kind of like what playing as an Oracle in Pathfinder is like. Because you just don't get upgrades for your damaging spells. Really, your best damaging spell is Inflict. Because you have Cure, the Cure set of spells, and then you have the Inflict set of spells, which is the same thing, just does damage instead of healing. Well, technically, the Inflict spells use negative energy, whereas the Cure spells use positive energy. So if you're happen to be a creature that is powered by positive energy, which is most living creatures, then using a cure spell, using positive, and then infusing them with additional positive energy. That was yeah, infusing them with more positive energy will heal them, will restore health. Do them. Whereas using negative energy will cause them harm. Oh, they're tornadoes that are like floating around the map. I didn't notice that. Fine. Tapping on my door. Yeah, he's casting it again. House. Who's breaking into my house? Why? You just come over, enter my house without permission? It's just my brother. He does this sometimes. I'm low on mana. No. I didn't know you could do other things while using it. Over there. I don't want to go get it, but fine. It's fine. He's relocking the door. Just leave it unlocked. Matter. I'll lock the door back up a little bit. I mean, it's fine when I'm here and away. It gets to, you know, at work, so it was locked. There, that's nice. Getting like free cure. And heal for free. Go. Like, honestly, you guys are kind of going too quick because you're chewing through my mana really quickly. I don't think they're gonna wait for me, so Yeah, I was right. Not gonna wait for me. Seen that with a few other times when I've done like the dailies and stuff. But he's running around. I'm assuming... Jesus Christ. Where are you turning it? Or I can just die. Okay. I don't know what happened there. Like, right as I cast a cure spell, it was just like, and you're dead. Okay, what effect was that? Actually holding their own. Kind of alarming. Yeah, so it like flies up into the air. Because I think this is what killed me. Oh no, it's doing something different. I think this is what killed me because this blue effect didn't render. Or at least if it did, I didn't see it. Yeah, dragon nearly dead. Rewatch the cut. I imagine we can watch the cutscenes. Like I really wanted to make sure that I did that before. Yeah, and people are a lot nicer, I will say, in this game than a lot of other MMOs that I've played in the past. Because even in World of Warcraft, if something like that had happened, well, first off, if something like that had happened in World of Warcraft, the fight would have been over. Like, we would have wiped. There'd be no way that, unless you had like a paladin and a druid and, you know, like classes like that can DPS slash tank and heal, and they kind of took over. And you know, I mean, like, there's ways that you could get around it, because like if we'd had a similar thing happen and one of the DPS was a warlock, then they could have used their soul stone to, you know, put their soul stone on me, And then I could have popped back up right away and kept healing. I don't know. We'll see. Do we find the airship? What? Isn't it too early to get another crystal? Like, we need to actually kill the Titan to get another crystal. Apparently not. I don't know why we're collecting these crystals, either. Again, I think it was probably mentioned at some point near the beginning of the game. I just wasn't paying attention. It's a joke, right? You know the main character never talks. 12 be praised, fear the beast had injured you. Yeah, beast straight up killed me. I see now why the others rated you so highly. When you were caught in the midst of that etheric bubble with the dragon, I was all but certain my next mission would be to find a new champion. Oh, they mean the barrier that seals off the area. Thank the gods for sparing me that inconvenience. I have quite enough to do already. Which reminds me, Sid is working on the Enterprise as we speak. Let us go and see what he has to say. I really have a hard time taking it seriously, the fact that they named the ship Enterprise. Like, it makes this sound like fan fiction. I mean, I get it. It's a perfectly valid name for an airship, and there's been lots of vessels named Enterprise over the years. In fact, the opening of Star Trek Enterprise, the various vessels that they show throughout the opening are all Enterprise, except for the Phoenix. But like the sailing ship and the airplane and the carriers and like all of those are ships named Enterprise. Anyway, what say you, Sid? Will she fly? Yes, though it will not be a pleasant ride. As long as we don't crash again. Dare say it will be no more unpleasant than staying here. 'Tis a pity the Enterprise is not in a better state, but if she will allow us to quit this place, I shall not complain. If all are in agreement, let us return to Gridania. Though I would like nothing more than to set course for the Howling Eye, it is plain the Enterprise is in no condition to weather the storm. She must needs be repaired if we are to proceed with our mission. And he's just like, whatever, fuck you. Make me fix this thing and fly this thing. Living as a monk. 3 square meals, didn't have to go out in the cold. This is also familiar. I know this airship. If I could just... It hit you over the head if you think that would help. It hit you over the head anyway. Let's go. I really kind of want to play a barbarian at some point who has have a character like Sid here who loses their memory. Because I know exactly what I do. Oh, you lost your memory? Bonk. What'd you club him over the head for? Oh, so maybe it would help. Where? I have no idea where I am. Long to a more agreeable climate of the Twelves would. Yet I will not deny the Holy See has had its charms. Endless detours aside, our Asgardian jaunt proved quite an adventure. Alas, our work is far from done. We still have an airship to repair and a primal to slay. No rest for the heroic, eh? Oh, there. Now the airship just finally spawned in. History repeated. Repeating, complete the main scenario quest. Cool. Alright, what do you want? No, now we're gonna have to go run around all over the frickin' continent collecting crap to fix his airship. Just watch. It calms me to look at her. It's as though I've been reunited with a part of me I never knew was missing. Hardly surprising, you did design and build her. Very good news. The Seed Seers have granted our request to house the Enterprise. We may take as long as we require to repair her. Of course, it would be rank folly to take one moment more than we require. Gardua, at least we forget, grows stronger by the hour. If we are to have any hope of wresting this benighted realm from her talons, it must need to be soon. Though I am no expert on the workings of airships, it seems plain to me that the Enterprise suffered much from her time in the wilderness. Correct? You are. Frankly, it's a miracle she carried us this far. As you know, the Howling Eye is encircled by a raging tempest, apt to turn proud trees to matchwood. Our battle will end before it begins if the Enterprise cannot weather the storm. Given time, I believe I can fully repair her. But what do you... But if this tempest is as fearsome as you say, even that may not be enough. Found it, there must be a way to brave the fury of the elements. Elements, of course, that's it. To work upon the element itself, using the power of a corrupted crystal, we could clear a path through the storm and spare the Enterprise a battering. I see you propose to utilize the properties of a crystal to alter the elemental aspect of the barrier. It seems so childishly simple in retrospect. The map, not to you. We speak of the manifestations of over-aspected ether that can be found throughout Azoria. Since the calamity disrupted the land's etheric current, such crystals have become comparatively commonplace, which has been a cause of great woe, as they are known to warp etheric energies, including those of living organisms. The point is, we could theoretically use a corrupted crystal to convert the wind-aspected ether comprising Gardua's barrier into ether of another aspect, one she cannot control. Certain modifications, the Enterprise should be able to deliver us the Howling Eye in comfort, however hard Gardua blows. We are getting ahead of ourselves. All this rests upon our ability to procure a crystal with the necessary properties. Have you any idea where we might acquire one? I have like 5 of them. No, but I know a man who might. A scholar by the name of Labertant who resides in Camp Drybone. Strange as it may sound, I met him during my time at the church. Well, Marquis met him, I suppose. Whether out of pity or for want of a more willing listener, he would talk to me for hours at a time about his etheric studies, corrupted crystals being his pet subject. The result of these conversations, that poor Marquis was observed to possess an uncommon knack for theoretical science. Go to Thalan, seek him out. Yeah, I knew it. And then we're going to go there, and he's going to be like, well, I can get you the thing, but you're going to have to go all the way over here to get it. And then you're going to have to go all the way over here to get that. Then you're going to have to go all the way over there to get this. Huh. Is there supposed to be a thing here? This takes forever to render in for some reason. Okay, well, let's go... Camp Drybone. Oh, I'm on the other side of this. Oh, I see. Okay. That's why I didn't recognize it, because I'm in a part of the area that you can't normally get into. Okay. So where do I need to go? Go there, but I don't really want teleport there. I can just ride a... Probably not. Probably. So we can go to Ulda and then we'll teleport. It'll end up costing less in the long run. Or we might be able to take a bird. Oh, I gotta check gear upgrades, because I think I got a staff that'll, Boop. Boop. Oh, I got better pants. Actually doesn't look bad. Okay. Distracted by character's legs. Let's go and see if we can just ride a bird to Camp Drybone, or if we'll need to either teleport or go the long way. Did I go to the right place, or did I? I did go to the right place. But I saw a putty tat. I did see a putty tat. Oh, and I'm just realizing that there's probably have literally just called OMG. Okay. Probably some of you who have no idea what that is. All right, will you take me to Camp Drybone? You will. Excellent. 3 minutes. That's fine, because I'm gonna go use the restroom. So you guys stay right there. Don't go anywhere, and I will be right back. Brother said he messaged me before he came over. He did, and then like a minute later, like he must have messaged me from the driveway. At least he actually showing up, which is what my mom would do. She would just be here and be like, "What? You're not ready to go? What are you talking about? Where are we going? What do you? I don't know what you're talking." Respect for the timer. Appointment tomorrow. I'll bet you about it there. All right. Get off here, because I need to go this way, because Duder is like right here. Probably in. Hey, you. Give me crystal. Why, yes, I am Professor Lambardit. Beg pardon, you wish to hear about my research on corrupted crystals? Truly? Nothing would give me greater pleasure than discuss my work with a fellow woman of science. I mean, I don't really give a shit about your, like at all, but Man, that kind of sucks. The Battle Mage's hat is ever so slightly better. Even though, although this has better attack and defense, or this has better defense. I'm gonna get the glasses. Yeah, it does put them on. That. They're kind of stupid looking, I'm not gonna lie. These little bits here I don't like. Whatever. It's fine. So rare to find fellow intellectuals in this region, 'tis even rarer to find one capable of comprehending the nature of corrupted crystals. Well, keep looking! All I need is, like, one of them. There was another hermit whom the church had given sanctuary, curious fellow, unsociable, rather daft at first impressions, yet possessed of an amazing affinity towards the scientific pursuits. Yeah, it turns out that was Sid. But to the matter at hand, did you say you wish not to conduct field observations, but to harvest a corrupted crystal? Gads, at least take the necessary precautions so you do not suffer from exposure to its harmful energies, beginning to wonder if you have sufficient qualifications to handle such hazardous materials. The answer, of course, is no. The only qualification I have is that I am an adventurer. Ignorance is somewhat endearing. Luckily for you, I have precisely the means by which these inherent dangers may be averted. Simply store the crystal you seek within this warded pot to protect yourself from its deleterious effects. So I suppose you'll be bombarded with its energies until you place it within the vessel. Perhaps it will motivate you to work quickly. In any case, take the pot to Hasako, a student of mine monitoring the flow of ether at Highbridge. Explain to him your request, and he shall instruct you in the finer points of crystal harvesting. I mean, my plan is to hit it with something hard until the piece that I can use falls off. Now where do we gotta go? We gotta go. Is there a bird over there? There is no bird. Oh yeah, we got the mount speed increase too. At some point. I guess that is nice that they give you the mount speed increase. So when you have to come back to these areas, it doesn't take quite as long. Because you're not actually like doing the things in the area, you're just going from here to here. Alright, where is Scooter at? There he is. But invisible walls. Blah blah blah, don't care. Containment vessel, handiwork of Professor Lambert, you thieving knave. I shall call for the you say the man himself lent it to you. Then you must have sought me out per his instruction, which means he believes me experienced enough to expound upon his explanations. Alas, the recognition I so rightfully deserve. Ow. That's actually... You now accept the next class job quest. I haven't done the previous one. Ah, it looks dumb again. Chosen to guide, blah blah blah. Time is impeccable, for I was just preparing to procure corrupted crystals from the burning wall for my personal research. There, the devastating destruction caused by the calamity has blessed us with a bounty of sublime specimens. But something you sure it isn't a surplus of sublime specimens? Something tells me that not but a perfect piece will satisfy your high standards, in which case you must need to descend to the deepest depths. Amidst the flowing waters and the murderous mirror nights lies the most fantastic formation I have found thus far. Take this highly advanced researcher's tool and use it to separate a small fragment from large cluster, place it within the warded pot and bear it back to me for inspection. path which leads from Burgundy Falls to the base of the burning wall is treacherous and terrifying, but advance with appropriate caution and you shall surely survive. Fuck, wait. Ellis, way over there. Alright. It's a hammer. Who'd have thunk? My default way of solving it, or of harvesting your quest. Would you get off the bird? Apparently he didn't notice me standing right here and killing his guy. Killing his buddy. Oh, these are from Order of the Twin Adder hunting. I guess it makes sense. Would also be why I keep failing to receive all seals. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with those seals, actually. Like, I'm maxed out on them, but I don't know what else to... I don't know what to do. Could just follow this. Are you? You're friendly? How are you friendly? People of the land would kill me for no more than my skin. I must remain here in hiding. The day will come when I shall fulfill my purpose, the destiny of both my forebears and myself. But only through patience and prudence now will I live to see the day. Okay. Or probably part of a side quest. Ooh, this is cool. Oh, it's like a building that came. Got the crystal. This looks like shit out of fucking Warframe. Like, I'd be expecting to find sentience down in here. There. Get there from... I like that they ignore you if you're a high enough level. Handy. Now go back to ignoring me. Ah, it's like right there. So how do I get there? What? Going down? But that's as far down as I can go. I are confused because this looks like it goes back up now. I don't want to go up, I want to go down. How do I get down? Map is no help. Huh. How do I get down there? This a path? Ah, here we go. Not quite as bad as frickin' Titanfall. Whereas Titanfall had a spot where there was a well-hidden button that you had to hit. And it was really hard to even see the button. And then the button also wasn't anywhere near like the actual end of the level. So you had to like guess that that was going to be a thing. It was annoying. Like I had to look it up to figure out where I was supposed to frickin' go. Airclaw. Alright, hit it with a hammer until the piece falls off. Hot on the crystal. And then we gotta go back up here. Which sucks. High up there. Know how to get down here now. Probably going to have to come back too, which sucks. Or we're gonna get sent someplace else. Actually, my money's on someplace else. They're cute. All right, here you go, Dum Dum. Large and lovely crystal. Lambert will doubtless chortle with joy when you present it to him in person. Oh, and upon your return, do remember to recount how I helped you with your harvesting. Oh. Okay. Don't need to teleport here. We don't need to go someplace else unless this guy decides like, oh no, this crystal isn't going to do. You need to go someplace else. Kind of one of those things where it's like, why don't we tell him what it is that we're planning to do with the crystal? Because then he might actually have an idea that's like, oh, that's a cool idea, but why don't you do this instead, which will actually work? Whatever. Crystal. A moment to examine it as you desire to corrupt a crystal overflowing with wind aspected ether. No, we want something else. Yeah. Purpose, did you intend to use a crystal again to breach a barrier composed of wind aspected ether? Oh dear, that may prove problematic, as the crystal would only serve to strengthen the barrier. Suppose I'm at fault for not inquiring as to your objectives from the start. Had I known your intent, I would never have sent you to Hashiko. What is science if not trial and error? And can you truly say this failure has taught you nothing? You now understand the methods necessary to safely collect a corrupted crystal. You would doubtless have no difficulty doing so once more. What's more, the crystal you collected can serve as an invaluable resource for the ethereal studies conducted by students of Balison. Heard of them? Well, I don't mean to boast, but blah blah blah. Corrupted crystal to find. Sufficient size and strength are not all that common, I fear. Fortunately, one of my other students, Cinna, claims to have discovered another promising site in Eastern. Yeah. Wait, that's not correct. Where she was nearly killed when wandering too close to an Imperial castrum. Western. Can't resolve her exact reasoning. Something to do with one of Dalmon's talons or some such nonsense. What I can say for certain is that she is still in Alport, attempting to gain access to the island. Travel there and see if it bears fruit. Look past across the violet ways, blah, blah, blah. Yep, that's what I thought. Go to the other side of the friggin' planet. Don't care. This is one of those situations where I have to say that I don't respect the game design enough to play through it legitimately. But I don't know any glitches or anything that you can... And they'd probably get you banned anyway if you did find one. Kind of the same thing in... What was it? Dark Souls? The first one? Like, I like Dark Souls. I like the games. But if I'm going to be just running around to collect souls for a spell that I'll never use. No interested, blah, blah, blah. Hot. Professor Lambert did send you. Beg pardon. Seems we got off on the wrong foot. Greatest of the professor's pupils, which is... What is it with this guy's pupils and all having enormous egos? Getting lots of items from this, though. Like, every single one of these is giving an item. Told the professor my many missives. I believe the area surrounding Pharos Cirrus is replete with corrupted crystals of exceptional strength. Unfortunately, I've yet to test my hypothesis, as all access to the Isles of Umbra is prohibited at present for reasons unknown to me. You see, my attempts to acquire this information are often met with annoyance and disdain. It's rather puzzling, since I always take time to explain my motivations in great detail to the subjects of my questioning. That is probably why they're not letting you go, because pirates don't care. Kind of like me. I don't really care either. Better luck wresting information from the Yellow Jackets. Give it up at this point. Question the Yellow Jackets of Alport. I don't know that Yellow Jackets are actually going to have that much to say, because they tend to be more of a sting first and question. And sting first, talk never. I don't know where this guy is. One right here. Another. Aha, here. There we go. Hey, you. Sneak up on a person time like this, with the gossip spirits and specters haunting the Isles of Umbra. Okay, they think the islands are haunted. That's why. I didn't really sneak up on you. I kind of dropped in from above. I guess it's kind of sneaky. Traveling the Isles of Umbra, drunk or something, nothing but death. Yeah, this is another one of these things where, like, you go and you talk to a bunch of these people and none of them actually tell you anything of import. Okay, I need to go down, but there is no down from... The little quest marker says it's down, but... Oh, here we go. Stupid ass invisible walls. You. Interest have you in this place? Ever since we were forced to abandon Ferrocirus, the islands have become no more than a graveyard for ships unable to navigate the shores, and a purgatory for the souls dragged down with them. Yeah, so probably the crystals are doing something funky. And the superstitious lot that live here have decided that it's ghosts or demons. Or both. Or the ghosts of demons. Alright, hey, they think the islands are haunted. Invested with undead. Very, very interesting. Excuse me for a moment while I gather my thoughts. Worry not, given your findings some thought, I've concluded this talk of spirits is now more than local folklore. As for wild travel, the island is restricted, considered too dangerous, owing the abandonment of Ferrocirus. Anyway, while you were questioning, Yellow Jackets paid to visit the local pub. Even a stained scholar like myself enjoys dulling her wits on occasion. Was there that I heard tell of a man named Skyfrun, who was recently detained after returning from the Isles of Umbra. First time heard of something actually traveling to and from there, so I'm curious to see how he obtained permission. He probably didn't. Why he's being detained. Alright, this is all the way back over there. That's very cool. Doubt it's good for whoever used to live there. Still, it looks really freaking cool. Hey, who would have thought? It's right back here. What's up, bud? Release me. Go tell her. Yeah, he's crazy. What did he? Golden feather. Brilliant feather reflects light as if it were actually made of gold. Huh. I thought for a second it was a phoenix down, but those don't seem to be in this game. Which is peculiar, if you ask me, considering it would be the perfect thing to put into a multiplayer game. Ability to revive players who have an untimely death. Not terribly helpful. Couldn't care less how much he misses his favorite bar wench, but what was that about a man named Mimadoa? Wait, I know that name. That's the bastard who grabbed my ass the other day at the pub. If you want to give him that feather, be my guest. I'm not going anywhere near him and his wandering hands. Doesn't pull my tail. Oh, there we go. Suddenly tired. That usually happens about now. Quit pulling tails. Another initiate? No, then what are you? Can't hear you. That's because you're too low to the ground. Here, have a feather. Found this. Where'd you say you found it? Hoping to have a word with the lad. It sounds like there's not left twixt his ears. Supposed to help patch up Ferrocirus he was. Company sent me to supervise a lot of them. Weren't getting work done on their own. Half of them walked off. Half of them ran off. and half of them vanished. That's 3 halves. Looking for passage. Why didn't you say so? Thinking of dispatching someone to take a look on behalf. Tell them how the land lies. Nobody interested till you came calling. Whole port's up in arms about spirits. If I had the guild, I hired some cell swords and let them sort it out. You'll do in a pinch. Show this parchment to the skipper and he'll see you there and back. I mean, you can't really just like disregard reports of undead in a universe like this, because there could actually be undead. Right? like there could actually be undead. We found some. Actually. Here, I found a thingamajig. Found it hard to believe. Rid of passage appears to be genuine, so it must be true. Relieved to work with such an industrious woman as you. I look forward to hearing of the discoveries you will make in the Isle of Umbra without me. Of course you're not coming. Why would you come with? Fail to see the justification for dragging me along on your journey. If you insist, all goes well, but 12 is my witness. If you leave me behind to be devoured by some horrid abomination, I'll come back to haunt you. And then I'll blast you with magic until you disintegrate. Now we can leave. Yep. Speak with ferry skipper. Probably that one. That is a much smaller ship. Take me to the Isle, she bids, as if it's simple as, oh, I see you've a rite of passage. Alright, then climb aboard. You want to go where? Ha 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 ha. Oh, okay. Hey, look, undead. Oh, floaty thingamajiggers. Speak with, what's her name? Here. Doesn't seem bad. Are you seasick? Saying I'd like to build a summer home, but oh, hell's with this. Here, take your pot and go on without me. Harvested crystals before. Isn't as though you require my assistance. Speak to the man guarding the gate. I'm sure he'll let you in if you... me. And she fucks off. Cool. Just goes and disintegrates herself. Alright, Ferocious. Let's go. Get me the crystal. Access to the island is currently restricted. Yeah, I've got a pot. Apparently that gives me a pass. An old pot, I'm not sure I follow. Oh, I see. You wish to harvest a corrupted crystal? Sorry, friend, you have to return empty-handed. The writ may grant you access to the island, but unauthorized personnel may proceed past this point. Why, you ask? Look up and see for yourself. When that giant mass of crystal struck the lighthouse, it caused severe damage to both the structure and the machinery within that once powered the beacon. Contrary to what the small folk would have you believe, the fires of Ferocious were not the product of a mage's thaumaturgy or a colossal arcane bomb, but an elaborate contraption fueled by ethereal energy. Fires are still ongoing, but it's anyone's guess when they'll be complete. What's worse, all work has ceased since rumors of the Walking Dead drove off our entire crew. Not that those rumors are incorrect. I've observed the fiends from a distance. The ship graveyard to the south, what's drawn them to our shores, is still a mystery. Probably all that etheric energy that you're talking about. I'll make you a deal. Help me unravel this mystery, and I'll bring you your corrupted crystal. In fact, I shall begin searching for one that satisfies you. As for where to begin your inquiries into the situation, it so happens that a party of 3 adventurers came ashore not long ago, seeking to salvage valuable trinkets at the graveyard. I'd be surprised if they knew nothing of the undead infestations. It might behoove you to question them. I mean, if he's gonna go get the crystal, why don't I just go hide somewhere until he leaves, and then follow him in? Whatever. Gives us lore and background. Oh. All there for the taking. 5 years worth of wreckage in their cargo. But those dead things, the voice, actually the voice was nice. Apparently he's been drinking. Voice, the single fleeting verse, can still hear it. Stay clear of the southern shore. Took every Psalm 2, dead people just shambling about without care in the world. Except when they do seem to care, that is, and start shuffling towards the water. Strange. Stranger and stranger. Alright, David over here isn't going. They told me nothing of use. The alluring voice is disturbingly familiar, as if, but that's impossible, they're all dead. But it's a siren. They have returned. Oh, beg your pardon, I was just thinking. Which reminds me, I received word that Master Mimadoa, I guess is how you would say that, would be arriving any moment. Apparently, he grew frustrated, waiting for the sweet young lass with skin as soft as Phoenix Down to return, which I'm assuming you. And there's a reference to Phoenix Down. Don't know what sort of arrangement you have. You should probably go and explain yourself. I've been here for like 10 minutes. Not even. It's been like 2. Up that far. Oh, wait. There's a... Yeah, there we go. Still can't actually see up that far. Alright, what up, jackass? What's keeping you not getting younger? I just got here. Blah, blah, blah. One of the sanguine, speak of the other kind, got feathers. Other than there, drowning is just the start. See, even in death, man stays bound to the beast, forced to do her bidding till his corpse can't do it no more. Fate I wouldn't wish on my worst enemy. Okay, yeah, so it's some kind of creature that... It's some kind of creature that mesmerizes, and then once it kills, is able to raise that dead body that has as an undead. Praying. They're not praying, they're praying. Passes near the shore, sure to spy the campfire, come looking, matter of waiting. It's a bad idea. This is a bad idea. Immediately goes and does it. What's the point of that scene? Oh, I guess just to show us waiting. Oh, jeez. Yeah, I feel like you do, kid. Falling asleep. Quiet, you hear that? It's her. Over the water, she's come, she's come. Okay. She'll have plugs in your ears, get ready for a fight. As soon as she realizes you're deaf to her ditty, she'll call on her thralls. We'll be up to our necks in corpses before you know it. Why didn't you put the earplugs in to start? Also, the staff has a face on it. Defeat the Siren's thralls. Now we shall smash. No, I don't want you to do that. Why can't I just attack horse? Why? Now we got skellies. That is not the button that I meant to push. Like, stop doing that. Let me attack that. Whatever. Bubble going. Ow. Oh, she's shooting a bunch of them. Oh, they're like music notes. They're not targetable. But they do run over and blow up on me. A little bit of a problem here. Get rid of these guys first. And we... He's a captain? Why is he wearing a crown? Never known a captain to wear a crown. Crowns are typically worn by... Cast the damn spell? Oh, it's dead. No more Dark Eclipse to hurt. That's done, apparently. She just leave? Am I alright? Better than that. Happy as a sailor in a whorehouse. Happy as a sailor with two. If we go to the songstress, can't have everything. Not come crooning around here again, though. Not for a while. If she does, we know what to do. Thanks for the help. Just whatever. I guess maybe that solved the zombie issue. Maybe? Apparently not, though, because here's a bunch more. I know, this is part of a fate. Not, well, not real. Alright, where's my crystal? You mean it was a siren? How are you able to resist her song? Bird, Master Momodoa was involved in the first, but I never actually. Having survived an ordeal like that, can't blame him for carrying earplugs around with him. Something for you, the corrupted crystal you wanted safely sealed within the pot, just as you requested. Take it with my compliments. Cool. You're not gonna let me in the dungeon that's literally right here? Because that would be nice. Show the crystal to what's-her-face. Where the... Oh, she went... She just left. Alright, whatever. Let's go. Yep. Back to the port of beer. I know, ale is not beer. But... we'll hop on the bird because it's ever so slightly faster to get up here. And I guess I should probably go and do the... Hero returns. Impressive, very impressive indeed. Quite pleased with the specimen. Congratulations. Encountered a corrupt crystal composed of such a volatile overabundance of fire-aspected ether. You wanted a corrupted crystal composed of ice-aspected ether to counteract the effects of a raging wind. The specimen won't help you there. Anyone who knows anything about the elements can tell you that. You just have to keep looking. They're going to make me do every single one, aren't they? Don't fret now, I know exactly where to find a corrupted crystal composed of ice. An associate of mine in Gardania has been studying the effects of one such crystal on living beings. Was with that expression, I thought you'd be pleased to hear this news. This is not another wild dodo chase, I assure you. What's even better is that this time you needn't use that warded pot of yours to protect yourself from the crystal's energies. Aiden's findings suggest that it is quite safe. Why, you ask? Let's just say it has undergone a unique process that has rendered such precautions unnecessary. Don't let me keep you. It has been a pleasure. Come back and see me. Why? Like, instead of doing that, like actually, oh, it's in the city. All right. Oh, before we do that, let's see where these are. That's in more from Porthos. All right, we're gonna go do try to do some of this. We'll see how well it goes. But considering I've got another class quest that I can do now, I'm falling behind. At least I feel like I'm falling behind. This title barely fits on the screen. Something about this ring light that I have just makes me incredibly tired. One of the reasons why I actually really want to start using like a VTuber, something like that, because then I wouldn't need to have the light on me. But those cost money. Hear this music. Turn my volume. Boulder downs, boulder ups. Aha, I'm funny. I entertain myself. Really, that's all that's important. Oh, Donna. Or Donna? I'm not sure that, to be honest. Actually, the fact that this light makes me so tired is a big part of the reason why I don't stream for longer than just a couple of hours. I get so tired. That's different. Alright, where am I going? I'm going there. Yeah, it's a level 45 quest. Alright. While we're here, I'll do touching. Touch this. And then we're going to go over here and we're going to touch this. Ah. Then we're going to go this way. Oh, that's cool. Great big toad thing. Try to eat me, but I'm alright. Oh, there's a whole bunch of them. Wonderful. Yeah. Go away. Really just trying to figure out where this thing that I need to. Oh. Right here. Where? There it is. Ah. Pray. My my group, Friday night group, has a bad habit. Seriously bad habit of every time that I cast the spell pray, or prayer rather, every time I cast the spell prayer, they start singing the song by Disturbed. All right. Anyway, the last one is keep going south actually, and go towards Thanalan. Thanalan. Don't know if I can get like a hostile camp, but I'm gonna go and see. Huh. Almost looks like you can go in there. Alright. Yeah, it looks like I'd have to go this way, but if I can go in here. Oh, I can. I don't think I want to, though, if I don't have to. Around a little bit. See, there's a different way to get over there. Okie dokie. Let's go this way. Now, this is definitely a place out of Borderlands. I feel like this would work better if you guys actually, like, sealed these gates instead of just leaving them open. Right? Like, the fact that you just let the doors open doesn't really help. Alright, now I gotta go down there. Probably also not a bad idea to find and touch that. If we... Yeah, apparently this is like Empire territory. Which kind of makes me wonder if this is going to be all hostile too. No, flame recruits. So, friendlies. Guess maybe we were supposed to come at it from the other direction? From this way? Yeah, Black Rust Station's right there. I just went to it the hard way. And I say that with quotes because it really wasn't difficult at all to just run past everything. All right, let's go find this, and then we can go turn this one in. Hopefully get the next one. And hopefully the next one won't be as obnoxious and difficult as this one was, because this one was kind of a pain in the ass. Send you all over the frickin' map. Go. Alright, and then... This is the way I pray. Got a pair of healers... Something or other. Oh, pants. Cool. Okay. Because I guess we're not wearing pants anymore. That's fine. All right, now we gotta go back to Camp Tranquil. Really not helpful, you know that? Yeah, I wish clicking this when the map was already open would just recenter the map on whatever it is that I'm clicked on, rather than closing the map. I have a button that'll close the map. I have 3 buttons that'll close the map. I don't need another one. And just do that to close it. And actually, that does recenter it. You hit the M key. Oh, there's remember. Hold on. Where do you? All right. So I got one to turn in and then another one to pick up. Safe return heartens me. Can feel newfound power emanating from the garb I gave you. Trust this stage of your pilgrimage was a success. Now that you've traveled the realm and seen the land as Master Atawa did, I would share with you the rest of his tale. The histories claim that Atawa Can't disappeared in the mountains of Ogomoro, the Kobold motherland. Not untrue, but there is more to the story. When the great mage did not return from his journey, one of his most devoted students went in search of him. As the legends have it, the young mage single-handedly fought off venerable legions of kobolds while scouring the mountains for any sign of his master. Sadly, it was as he had feared. Ugh. I hate when you get itches and just hard-to-reach spots. Though the mage found his master, the great Atawa Kant lived no more. As if the death of the man were not enough, Therius, Atawa Kant's great staff, a mighty relic passed down by his ancestors, was lost to the shadows. Undeterred, the young mage fought off the kobold hordes to carry his master's remains back to the surface. A ceremony was held to honor Master Atawa's life and deeds, and urns housing his ashes were carried off to the far-reaching frontiers of which he was so fond for years. All the urns, that is, except for one. Yes, though the precise location is known only a few, Master Atawa also rests closer to home. Here in the Twelves Wood, not far from Proud Creek, you will find yet another monument to the great mage. Take with you this habit and pay your respects as before. If you keep pure intentions in your heart and your mind, then the healer's robe shall be your reward. Well, hopefully it's not one that covers up the head slot, because I hate those. Also, I'm going to be kind of annoyed when I get these and then I place them in 5 minutes. Alright. So where's this? Oh. We teleport. That is kind of one of the downsides of games like this. It's like, you know, here's this relic, this ancient artifact relic that means so much, and it requires this process to go through to get, and you're going to end up replacing it in 5 minutes anyway, because this is a gear-based game, and you'll find something with better stats on it. Gotta go this way. This is the same quest, too. Like, I haven't even finished this quest yet. There it be. Oh, good. Bunch of you fuckers. No, don't AoE me. Stop trying to AoE me. No AoEing. We've been over this. Stop trying to fucking AoE me. At least they give you a nice big warning. Alright. Leave me alone so I can go touch this. Power of Atawa Kant has been lost here. Return to Camp Tranquil and seek counsel. Ew. Well, that's no good. Probably these fuckers did it. I almost feel like I should set Camp Tranquil as my home now. Just so I don't have to keep doing this to get back here. But by the same token, I don't know how long this is still going to be a relevant location for going to. All right, bad news. The urn holding the ashes was stolen. This cannot be. Grave robbery is a damnable enough crime in itself, but what manner of scoundrel would dare defile the resting place of a Pajil? Rest assured, I'll investigate the heinous crime immediately. In the meantime, your pilgrimage demands you travel to one last location. Final leg of your journey will take you to the very place that Master Atawa drew his last breath, Ogama, the homeland of the kobolds in outer Lanoskoda. It is there in plain sight of the kobold dig that the student of whom I spoke did erect a monument to his fallen master. Fucking goddamn. Here we can go to Camp Bronze. Like sometimes it would be really nice if they would kind of group the objectives together, so I don't end up having to do this kind of crap where I'm running over here and running over there and running over here and running over there and running over here and running over there. It's like so annoying. I guess I should be happy that we don't have the old style random encounters, right? Because we could very easily have the random encounters, the style of random encounters that we had in the earlier games, where have to stop and deal with the encounters even when they're first level. Job is now blessed with the power, blah blah. I think it was a hat. Yeah, healer's circlet. Cool. And you can't see it. Dang. Yeah, I just hope that this gear doesn't end up getting replaced like right away. Alright. We go back. Literally run here, do this, we'll go back. Run someplace else, come back. I would do this off stream because I feel like this is kind of boring stuff, but honestly, if I don't do it now, I will forget and I won't do it. Yeah, we'll just do it. We did make good progress through the story, though. The journey was not an easy. The journey was an easy one, regardless of what you say. Travelers received the blessing of our great ancestor, yet this was not the sole reason I sent you on the pilgrimage. I would inherit legacy, wanted you to truly walk in his footsteps, to see the realm, both its beauty and its suffering with your own eyes. Yet it is strange, no. A pirate's lair, a rampant jungle, mountains of fire, all of the hostile environs to which you journeyed, the single grave despoiled was that which rests right here in our forest home. I suspect this was the handiwork of no witless grave robber, but rather someone who knew all too well the value of that which was buried within. You must uncover the truth behind this crime and return Master Tawa's ashes to the rightful resting place. And quickly. You are with me, yes? I bet you it was taken by her brother. Deals unaspected damage with a potency of 140 to all nearby enemies. Ooh. Additional effect, stun. Ooh. And you get it at level 45. Whoops. Grave robbery is a loathsome enough crime in its own right, but to defile the finding resting place, yeah. Like to think the elementals have already delivered due justice to the villain, we must take no chances in allowing escape. While you were away, I put my best Moogle on the hunt, searching for any sign of the culprit or the stolen remains. Dare say he should have a clue or two for us by now. At least he better, if he values that little ball on his head. Suffice it to say, though many Forestborn think of the Moogles as blessed, my own personal experience has found them to be more touched than anything else. He's standing next to, or well, floating, but he's right next to you. You could have just asked him himself. Didn't say such hurtful things, most unbecoming of a seed seer, but fine, don't listen to me. Told her just the other day, this is why she remains, shall we say, unspoken for. She might not react to that praising, blah, blah, blah. Playing matchmaker. Not come to discuss Mistress Temper, but the grave robbery, most unforgivable act of villainy, if I do say so myself, which I believe I just did. Pleased to say, and you'll be pleased to hear, the culprit did not escape Moogle. Well, my eyes, he did escape. My associate, Polky, however, claims to have seen a band of ruffians skulking off in the direction of Red Belly Hive with various and sundry stolen goods in tow, among them a rather conspicuously elaborate urn. Do not know what the Red Bellies are up to, but surely it can be nothing good. Go quickly if the urn is lost. Yeah. Where am I going? Going... It's not very far at all. I don't know why I'm not getting Pokeball music. Strange. All right, goobers, where's my thing? Give me back my thing. Ah. Yeah. All right, Crooked Thieves, defiling the resting place. White Mage, and tuned. I'll swoop in and give them their comeuppance. Now that you're here, I believe I'll sit back and enjoy the show. While Red Bellies toss the urn onto some ramshackle wagon, carted it northwise toward their hive, leave it safe and sound. Sure. Why not? So that's not. Overloaded Wayne. Wayne? You mean wagon? Sense a hostile presence. You're gonna get your ass whooped, by the way. Just so you know. Who dares? Who dares? Alright, are you done? I take this now? Take the urn back. Now they have the sense to leave. I know, it's just, it's that, the level thing where they enemies that are more than 10 levels under you just ignore you. Really nice, and I wish more games like this had that. Although the way that ESO has handled it in the current version, Unlimited, I kind of like too, where they actually everything gets scaled to your level. So no matter where you go, it's always an appropriate level challenge. I imagine that probably takes a lot more effort. Where our land has come to, there can be no doubt. Great One's fury, they bring such chaos to the 12's wood. The situation is grave indeed. We shall have our wood whalers deal with the red bellies. We have more important matters before us. Yet I fear we have hit another snag. Though the urn has been safely recovered, the harsh treatment it has suffered at the hands of the bandits has taken its toll. Uprooted from its proper resting place, the power of Atawakant, once housed within, has grown dim. Return the urn to its rightful home. Perhaps over time it will return to its former state. Yet I fear time is a luxury we do not have. We must explore other means to enchant the rich garb. I'll consult with my brother to see what knowledge he might have to offer. In the meantime, I would ask you master your newfound skills as best you can. There is no telling when the Great One's fury might grow too strong to continue. We must ever be prepared. A little brown dog. And now we have learned the holy action. It means that we can holy at you. Alright. Now I have another one apparently. Oh. Benediction restores all of a target's HP. Nice. Forgive me, brother, and I considered every possibility and attempted every incantation at our disposal, but I fear the task of completing the enchantments has proven beyond our abilities. Hey, it's Grumpy. No living Pudgel, not even our sister, possesses such power. Without the blessing of Atawakant, there is nothing we can do. The ashes return to the rightful resting place. Atawakant's spirit will return. Surely it's only a matter of time. Around you, open your eyes. Time is one thing we do not have. What about the fact that I have apparently a spirit like in my pocket? The fear of the Great One mounts with each passing moment. It will not be contained for much longer. No, the time for waiting is long past. Now is the time for action. But the enchanting is not complete. The situation is far from ideal, yet we have no choice. Must trust in powers and do what we can. But here you write why it was not long ago that you objected to very presence. Maybe stubborn, but I am no fool. I've witnessed abilities with my own eyes. There be no doubting. Mage of the White, worthy as you I. Place your trust. No reason I should not. Let's hasten for the whatever. Oh, is this where we're gonna go attempt to undo the thingamajigger again? Well, the fury of the guardian tree. Yep. Okay, but unfortunately we're going to have to that next time. Take myself back home. I really want that mount. I really want that mount. But yeah, unfortunately that is going to be it for me for today. So we're going to do that. Hopefully Friday. Could be Friday. I can't think of anything that would come up, but yeah, if it does, keep an eye on you can join the Discord, you can keep an eye on my Twitter. You can also just follow here on Twitch. If you miss the video, they all go up on YouTube. Get that link somewhere as well. But that's going to do it for me for today. So thank you to everybody for stopping by and hanging out with me. I always appreciate it. When you do, I hope that you enjoyed it. Look forward to seeing you in the next video. Until then, have yourselves a wonderful time. And remember, as always, don't you dare go home.